today? Good morning everyone. Today I'll talk to you about a topic that's very important. It's about academic governance. Academic governance in higher education particularly is assuming a lot of importance. One of the most important thing over here is to figure out the difference between regulation and governance. Right now we are regulated, this is a sector that is regulated, and we need to move from regulation to governance. Now governance is about self regulation, in the sense that we create, that is the society would create an environment where the individual institutions concerned would be regulating themselves based on some higher order principles, rather than simply having the rules followed which are set by the regulator. So governance to me involves doing the right things at the right time, and the environment that we have, whether it's a society or the regulators, creating an environment where these good deeds are actually recognized and there is no impediment created to do the right thing. For instance, I'll give you an example. For instance, supposing we have a student who is having less than the stipulated amount of attendance, right? Now in the traditional regulatory system, we are supposed to reject that person and say that, well, this person cannot go for the final exam. But in the case of a governance system, what really happens is, this person would represent the case that, yes, I have less than the stipulated amount for these medical case, or he has gone to attend a entrepreneurial program, or he has gone to do a sports meet. In such cases, there's a genuine reason. So this negotiation as to what is genuine and what is not genuine is done at a decentralized level, and that is, to me, that's part of the governance system. And to get to that level, there has to be leadership that's available at lower levels of this hierarchy. So at every point, people are making decisions based on what is exactly right, and the bigger principles of what is quality is not lost sight of. That is actually governance. Now to do that, we require the right people, and we have to have the right kind of communication open. So there is open communication, there's proper documentation of what is happening, and there should be a lot of discussion, and there's a lot of interaction as to what fundamental principles are being followed. So we have to trust people, we have to have the right people in positions of power, and we should be able to have people negotiate these higher order principles and convert them into localized rules, or minor violations of rules are okay at that time. So it's like saying that, well, I should not have anybody speaking in the class, that's the rule, but the more students speak in the class, the more they learn. So I have to break this rule about discipline, for instance. That is actually governance. If you can do that, what happens is, all of us become responsible individuals, because we have no other choice. That is the expectation, and when that expectation happens, it is some kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Our students will be much more responsible. I can actually conduct a class, I can have an exam conducted where I can make sure that they don't copy. I don't need to be there. I can create that kind of questions. So I have that ability. That ability needs to be furthered, so that we ask questions where individualized answers are okay, where we are able to identify that these individualized answers are good. For that, we should be able to really understand the situation. So that is what actually is governance to me. So it's not about following rules, because contexts are so wide, the contexts are so very diverse, and under these circumstances it's impossible for us to actually prescribe a priori what is exactly appropriate for that particular context. So context understanding and doing things in the right manner is really the